the top tight end available on Mike Mayock's draft board, and so many of them a national champion from Alabama, O.J. Howard. How are you, O.J.?
I'm doing good. How about you?
What are you hearing about your draft status, draft prospects 1 week from it, O.J.?
I've been hearing a little bit around from anywhere from 10 to 20 from a lot of teams. So, I'm just looking forward to just, I'm excited about it. I don't really know where I'm going to end up, but I'm kind of excited.
So, who have you visited personally?
I've visited with the Jacksonville Jaguars, Chicago Bears, and the Atlanta Falcons so far.
Atlanta Falcons. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're way down that first round, but they brought you in. They brought you in for a visit, huh?
They did, yes, sir.
Oh, you know what? They usually trade up to get those Alabama players. You know that, right, OJ?
Yeah, that's what happened with Julio Jones.
How much contact do you have with Julio?
Not much. We spoke on my visit. I've talked to him before. I met him before. So when I went down to my visit in Atlanta, we talked.
Okay.
We don't. Not that we talk every week or anything.
Okay. So when you were growing up in Alabama, who was your team?
I was actually an Auburn fan growing up. So yeah, man, I was a diehard Auburn fan all the way up until like my 10th grade year when I started like getting recruited and things like that. So
are you allowed to mention that?
Oh yeah, I mean I've done it plenty of times now.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I made the right decision. Ultimately when I went to college, but growing up I was a diehard Auburn fan.
So wow, I'm assuming Auburn did knock on your door and offer you a scholarship, right?
Oh yeah, they did. It was between Auburn, Alabama and Florida was my final three.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up going to Alabama. But I definitely gave Auburn a shot.
Did Nick Saban show up in your living room?
Yeah, he did. Coach came on a in-home visit.
Okay.
And it was a good time when he showed up.
What do you mean good time? What sort of good times you have?
Man, so, Coach came on a visit. It was I think him at the time when Coach Pruitt was with us at first,
mm-hmm.
and my family was there, so we had my mom cooked. We had pies. We had she cooked all kind of like snacks and kind of like just finger food. We were watching TV, Coach laughing. We're just exchanging jokes and stuff like that. So everybody enjoyed it.
What TV show were you watching? Do you remember?
I think that was the year we had the replay of the. I think we had the championship game on from the year they played Notre Dame because Coach came in later on that year after they had just won a championship. So I think we were watching the rerun of that game.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like Shark Tank or anything like that. You weren't just sitting there.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Nothing like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Nick Saban's coming in and you just have a good old time that way. You didn't do that.
No, it wasn't anything like that.
Now, when you saw Nick Saban's press conferences, when he was sometimes pounding the podium and talking to the media in a way that I find interesting, funny, and certainly unique. A lot of folks thought, he's not just talking to the press; he's talking to his players through the press. Did you take it that way, OJ?
Well, sometimes when Coach go on the rants, I feel like it was questions that were either like targeted towards a player to try to like get a bad response from it. After he already spoken about it, so he, I think it was always. Somebody trying to get more out of an answer than he already gave him. And that's what kind of made him upset. I think sometimes he would protect the players like that way, from people trying to like just, badmouth us or, sometimes it would be crazy questions they ask him about football, so it was always those type of questions. And that's what I saw it as. O.J.
Howard, Alabama tight end, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. And, we talk about how Deshaun Watson saved his best performances for the bright lights. You sure did the same in the national championship game. What is it that allows you to focus in that manner in such a big spot, do you think, OJ?
Just a big moment. The moment is so big, and that's the stage that I think you always dream of when you're a kid. And, when I had the opportunity to play in two of them, I put on my best shoes and my best performance. But, it was just opportunity. Yeah, cross paths with great play calling, and I made the most of it.
What's the strangest question? Speaking of strange questions, you were asked in the combine or interview process, OJ?
I would say it wasn't anything that crazy. It was just the weirdest question was when I was asked, "What do you hate about football the most?" So, and that's a question that it's hard to answer. Kind of, you really don't know what to say. So that was probably the hardest question or strangest question I got the whole process.
So what was your answer?
I just told him the truth. I hate the part about football is when, I'm not involved in the play. As far as like, I love being involved in a lot of plays, but a tight end gets to make plays. And I just hate, being in a play that I'm a dummy. And that was my answer.
Because you're no dummy, O.J. Howard. I understand that.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Well, I mean, I would say next time, but there's only one draft. Just come to me before these things. I should do this for a living.
Give guys answers
right.
to say.
The answer is there's nothing. I love football, Coach. Next question.
Hey, that's a good one. That is a good way.
There's no. I mean, like, what do you mean hate football? Let me turn around, Coach. What do you hate about football? Right? I mean, that's what I think. But
yeah.
But I wasn't the one sitting in that chair.
Kinda,
so you're not going to Philadelphia?
Oh no, sir. I'll be back home with my family and friends in Prattville, Alabama. So I'm going to stay back home.
So walk me through who's going to be there. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to do it at a local golf course back home, Robert Trent Jones, and we're
nice design on those courses.
Say that again.
There's a nice design on those courses.
Yeah, they have. It's called like the presidential, the judicial, the legislator. So they're named like that. And but yeah, so I'm just have people like close family, some of my close friends, and that's about it. Local media and some other media outlets.
So how come you didn't want to go to Philadelphia?
It was kind of like I have so many people in my family that really mean a lot to me that I want to share the moment with, and you only can take like 4 people to the draft, including yourself. So I didn't think that was enough people for me. So it was do it back home.
And do you play golf? Do you have a golf game?
No, I don't play. I play a little bit, but it's nothing. It's nothing that's really good to talk about right now. But one day I feel like I'll be a scratch golfer.
Oh. I should ask you, what do you hate about golf?
It's just it's the mind game right now. When I went out to play last summer, I actually got to play at Coach Saban's golf tournament, and the biggest thing was just staying focused. I get so frustrated. I don't know where the ball is going to go. I can make contact.
It also doesn't help to be 6'6" too.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to get used to it.
Well, OJ, look, congratulations in advance. Fun chatting with you, and I look forward to seeing you at the next level.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
You got it. At The Real O.J. Howard.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.